Okay guys, Mike here. I'm going to start tuning this thing up for Clovis. Look how dusty my air cleaner is already. So let's get this off. Air cleaner off. But I'm going to have to put it back on because I don't want the car sitting here. And my wing nut fell on the ground. You don't want to lose a wing nut. Now, in this particular situation, I put the motor in here, so I know which one's number one. I'm just going to pull all these wires off this old distributor cap and lay them to the side. If you buy a car and you don't know the firing order, it's best if you just transfer all the wires to the distributor cap. But seeing how I'm moving the coil from that one to my new one, it'll be so much easier on the bench. So let me get all these wires off here and get the cap loose, and we'll go from there. I don't know how well y'all can see in here, but like I said, this is a used cap of another car, and you can see all the pitting. Oops, let me get my thumb out of the way. Right there, all the grease and everything else. I probably should have did this a long time ago, and that center point doesn't look bright and shiny. I'm hoping this livened this car up a little bit. Let's look at this rotor bug real close. As you can see, it's pitted up real bad. It's nasty right there, a bunch of carbon deposits. So let's get some tools and get that off of there. And I'll put the new one on, and then we'll proceed to that cap. So hang on, peoples. Goddamn gate. No, Stella! Stella! God damn it. Stella, come here. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Come on. Lily, come on, look, Stella. Go in the back. Stella, come here. Stella, no! Stella! Come here, Stella. God damn it. Come here, Stella. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go to the backyard. Come on. Come on. Get in. All right, let's try this again. And my new one has Phillips screws in it. So Of course. Now I gotta go get another tool. Alright, I'll be back. Got the new rotor bug installed. I don't think you can get those 180 out, but just be careful and pay attention which direction it's pointing when you take them off. Now I gotta take off this cap so I can get the coil out of this distributor cap to put it in my new one. I need to clean up that cap a little bit too while I have it out. So I'm gonna get that off there and show you how to take out this coil. So what does it look like here? There's 4 screws holding that coil in, so I gotta remove them and we'll pull that coil out. Now when you pull this coil out, you gotta be super careful. There's a red and a yellow wire over here. You kind of need to push up on them and pull this out. And doing this one-handed might be a little bit fun. Yeah, it's stuck in there pretty good, so I'm gonna have to pause the camera and work that thing out. And they, don't send new parts with a new coil, so you have to reuse your electrical connectors. You got to be very, very careful on how it came out and how it goes in the new one. So it drops in just like so. And then you have to be very careful. Then they send you the spring, a new rubber gasket that goes over it. And let me put that in there so I don't lose them, because I'm doing this one-handed, and we'll go from there. Now I'm fixing to drop in my coil. The trickiest part of this is getting these. One of these wires are for the tack, and one of these wires are for the power to the distributor. And you want to really make sure you get them in the correct holes, or you're going to have problems. It won't start, or you have to put your wire on the other one. It could cause you problems. But I'm going to reuse this coil. It's an AC Delco coil. I don't know how many miles are on it, but it's not giving me any trouble. I am going to order a new coil and just replace the coil later. But let's go get this top of this. You don't need to watch me wash the top of this cap. I'm going to go wash the top of this cap and then put it on here. So I'll be back. Alright guys. We're going to put the 4 screws back in the coil. The Clovis car show is coming up real quick. I got to get some of this stuff done. My new radiator came in. So I'm going to tighten all this down, and then I'm going to show you how clean my cap came out. Boy, that doesn't look bad for just about 3 minutes of washing in the kitchen sink. Make sure you clean up your mess if you use the kitchen sink. You don't want to get yelled at by your better half. But that looks a lot better. Still has a factory yellow dot on there. That looks a lot better. Probably could have painted it if you wanted to. It's just a cap, but just to cover up this coil. But I'm putting the 4 screws in there, or the 2 screws over here that holds this cap on. Then I'll be ready to put the cap back on the car. Then putting the spark plug wires back on it. And like I said before, and if you don't know or not 100% sure of which one's number 1 on your distributor cap, you need to kind of do this all underneath the hood. That way it'll start, and you know it starts. But seeing how I put this motor in here, and I know which one's number 1, I just pulled all the wires off because I can go back through the firing order and put the wires back in the proper location. Now, new cap is done. Looks nice and pretty in there. No whole bunch of dirt. I hope this thing runs just a hair better. Just a hair. I got my new cap back on the car, and we're going to plug in the wires from the distributor to the cap. Right there. Oh, y'all can't see nothing. Make sure that's tight. Then I'm going to plug in my battery, which that seems kind of loose. plugged in my battery, and that seems kind of loose. I might have to do some work on that. Now, number 1. Got number 1 on there. Alright, well, I think I know the order, but I'm going to go double check myself, and I'll be back. I got all my spark plug wires on there. Let's see how easy it'll start up. Let's walk this way. As you can tell, I did use AC Delco parts in the car. Golly. I guess it helps if it gets proper spark. Man, it seems totally, I don't know, I'll have to go drive it, but it seems like it's, man, that seems like it's a totally different car. Alright, I don't want to get hot because I'm going to drain the antifreeze for the radiator install, which will probably be a different video. But if you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, ring the bell. You know the poop on the scoop. So that was just a quick video how to change the coil and the distributor on this Monte Carlo. Thanks.